Okay, welcome on board, everyone. I hope you can. Okay, I hope you can all hear me. We hope. You ready? Alright, guys, waiting on call, and I'm going to start like now. So if you can join me, please join me, and let's get into this. Please, if you can hear me, signify. I need to be sure. I need to be so sure that you can hear me. Hey, can you all hear me? Oh God, I'm doubting my audio right now. Yeah. Hey, all right. We're ready to move. All right, welcome everyone. And today we're going to be diving straight up into designing a Web3. So I'm going to show you what we're about to design, what we're about to create in a moment, so you can have an idea of uh, what exactly I'm trying to achieve. You can see this beautiful Web3 kind of feel thing. This is what we want to design today. I created this so that I don't want to waste your time too much. We only have 1 hour to do this amazing class. It's going to be super. So before we get into it, let me just remind you that you must understand what you're designing before you start designing, right? So what is Web3? I know that that is the present, what's the right word? That's what is in vogue right now. Web3 is all about this new infrastructure in the web space where we talk basically around games, games, you know, it has more of this gamification effect to it. And Web3 is very beautiful, really. You need to be very creative to design a Web3 project. So the most important thing I will put through this evening or in today's class is colors matters a lot in Web3. Your typography matters so much in Web3. So when you're talking about Web3, you're talking about your color combinations, you're talking about your typography, which is very important. You're talking about your visual elements. Web3 mostly is around 3D elements, 3D elements, 3D elements. And so we're going to be combining all of these beautiful things into today's class. Another thing about Web3 is most of the Web3 products are in dark mode. they're in dark mode. Yeah, because dark mode kind of have this game effect, just allows you to have a lot of glows and have these flashy views and all of that. So let us dive into it. What I did here is just to I have a combination of, these are the colors we're going to be using into this class or into this session. These colors are the colors we're going to be using. So allow me to add black to it. I didn't prepare that, but then let's just quickly get into that. I just want to add this black into it, and I'm adding this black under the shade of purple, right? So a lot of people to struggle with this dark mode thing. So I'm right now on purple, but what I want is the darker shade of this purple. So I decided to drag it down a little bit to have not too black, and then this is fine for me. So I can have my color, my background color as this. Amazing and perfect. And in Web3, we use a lot of gamification. No. I want to talk about morphism now. Glass morphism. There's a lot of morphism, skew morphism, glass morphism, neomorphism, and all of this morph. But in today's session, we're going to be focusing on the use of glass morphism in your design, and also some kind of weird shape for your button. Don't forget what I taught you last week, that uh, in design, your canvas is your kingdom. Be free to design anything you want to design. It's your board, it's your canvas. So just get into it and design something. So nobody says that your button must always have a round corner. Nobody says that it is very important that your button must be square. Your button can be rectangle, it can be circle, it can be anything. So today we're going to be doing some kind of crazy thing. So let's get into it. Allow me to bring, just from the design I have already over here, I want to bring this particular let's delete this. I want to bring this particular one in here. So I want you to follow me in case you want to ask the question of how do you design what you design. I'm going to be showing you how this is done. So don't forget to always apply your grid. Right, I want to use just column grid. Set it the way you want. All that matters to me is that my margin is always on 40, and I like to keep it that way, and this can be 12 as the case may be. I just like to keep it this way. Or okay, let's get into it. Just to manage my, I'm doing this just to manage my spacing. Let's keep it 40 today. I want to keep it 40, or let's do 80. Go back here and do 80. Right, that's nice. So I want to bring this a little bit down here. So for the sake of people asking questions, let me quickly create a state of this. So how is this created? First of all, let me talk about my typography. My typography in this class is called Cabinet Grotesque. In case you want to check that out quickly, is a Google font. I believe you can find that. You can find them on Google. Web3 uses a lot of grotesque, space grotesque, Vertigo grotesque, a lot of grotesque. And now I want to create this. So for me to create this button, I want to use draw a rectangle, and so there are two ways to create this, but okay, yeah, let me just create it this two ways. So I want to have another rectangle. That's possibly the half of this is 56, half of 56 divided by 2 will give us this in height 28, and hit on this button here because I want to have something like this, right? And it's perfect, right? Just want to make it straight. I think that is perfect. So is that I do this, bring it in here, and have another one, invert it over like this, and bring it somewhere here. Bring these three together and hit on this subtract. And when this is subtracted, you can still click on this to make sure that it's align to the left of this. Make sure that here and then it's well trimmed. That is a perfect one. So we have this button already, and I want to make use of these two colors. So I'm going for my gradient, and I'm choosing the first color to be the darker shade and the other color to be my light shade here. And that is exactly what I want to create. And I have right in here, this is going to be register, or let me just call it button, because I want to quickly create this and then send this to the front using white. I want to pick on these two and frame selection. That allows me to center this. I put it on center, and I want my secondary button not to carry this, but I want it to be an outline. So no fill, but the stroke gotta be same. So I want my stroke also to range from this to this. Amazing. I hope you're following this. It's going to be awesome. And if you pick the two together, create a component set out of the two, you can name this your primary, and I'm going to name this my secondary. And that's my primary, my second button. So that is how this is created. That is exactly how this is created. So for the sake of this class, let me just use the things we create on this class. Okay, in this session, this is going to be registered now. I love that. Yeah. And here, what I did here is kind of, I wanted to design something that looks like a full light. If you drive car, one of our legend in design industry says that for you to be a great designer, you need to stop studying just design. You need to start looking into art, look into technology, look into even food industry, just look into everything possible. And this idea is great because I was just trying to create something like the full light of a car. I want my active state to look like the full light of a car, right? So that is the inspiration behind this. And how that is done is simple. Just on home, you already understand how. I want to have my bottom rectangle, and now I need a reflection, and the reflection can be achieved because it's a full light, right? My reflection can be achieved with just this, and then I'm still going to use the same. And for you to just copy a particular, you can copy a particular property by clicking Alt Command C, and then you can paste the same property right here. Alt Command V. Yeah, you can remove the outline, and then in this case, I want it to be top. Yeah, I want it to be just like this. Where this upper part here, I want it to be 0 opacity. And after that, I want to come to my effect and add some blur to it, layer blur to it. You see, it's already giving the kind of thing I want. And then this is white, and I want to bring this right on top of it. So my blur is not enough. I want to give you 16. It's too much, so let's go for 8. Yeah, 8 is perfect. I'll bring that here. This is what I call my active state when I bring it in here, with my text being white. And that is exactly what happened here. So you can resize this all the way you want, but I believe you already understand what I'm trying to design. Bring this down behind, or I want to send this up. Good, perfect. That is what is designed here. That is what I designed just right here. Perfect. This is what is designed here as my active state. So in case I want to just use that, I just frame it or something. You can use the auto layout too, and then I bring this in 24:8, and then I can have this as my nav bar, and it is settled. I don't want to create a component for that, but you can create a component if you are designing along with me, or you already get exactly what I'm trying to design. So another thing we want to talk about in this is imagery. It's very important. But before we bring in our imagery, I want to use a particular uh, suite plugin for you. And I want to show you how this is designed. I want to really show you how I achieve this. I know that's the next question on your mind. Uh, I just created this OptiBank logo ASAP, and how to do that is just to draw a rectangle. Uh, Draw a rectangle, and under my border radius option, I want to set it all on something bigger than the 42. So I'm going to give it 24. So it's going to be complete square, and come to this side only for me to tweak one of the sides. I want to do this to 0. So I can have this. If this is a property, you can just duplicate this and bring to this to the left. I'm just showing you the complete package of how this is done. Vertical expression. If you pick all together, you can of course see your spacing to make it 6 all round. And if I want to do 2 because I like multiples of 4, so I want to do 4, and that is perfect. This is how the logo was created. Simple, perfect. All right, you can try that out. And how is this created? The same method we use in creating our button is the same method we're going to use in creating this, or maybe you already understand how that is designed, so I don't need to go into it. If you need me to show you how this shape is designed again, please just type it in the comment section. That please, can you show me how you design this again? And one important thing I did with this after I cut out this whole shape thing is I added a stroke. Now I added a linear stroke in this for this particular one because I needed a glow effect on the edges, so it can look like you can see this glow effect and you can see this up there. So, but for the sake of the class, I think I have the shape somehow, so I don't stay too much on this call. Yeah, I'm going to bring the shape back. This is the shape. You can see this is the rectangle I subtracted. You can see the rectangle I cut into this. So don't bother to. So don't let me waste too much of time over that. And I'm going to do a little trick here, because I need to cut this down part too. So let's duplicate this. You might need this particular shape again. Well, let me just bring it back in. Do I have it anywhere? Oh yeah, this is it. Here you go. So this is the shape. This is the shape I drew here. And now so there is a plugin I used, and I'm going to show you how to use that plugin too. The name of the plugin is called Morph plugin allows you to design, or it allows you to use all this morphism effect with ease. I mean, after drawing your rectangle, all you need to do is to jump on your plugin session and search for Morph, MORPH. You're going to see something like this, and when you come to Morph, you see different kind of things that Morph can do for you. You see gradient, you see glassy, you see glitch, neomorphism, you see skeuomorphism, you see all these beautiful things. But what I want to do right now is glassmorphism. So clicking on glassy is going to automatically apply the glass effect for me. And this is the glass effect. You can see it over here. You see effect. He already added the effect already for you, and you can delete the original one, or you can just keep it in case you need it in future. And you see what we have already is looking beautiful, and it allows you to tweak it around. If you want it flat, if you want it just like this, you want it to be more defined on the edges, you want it like this, and then if you want it to be like a square. But for me, I always prefer to have it like this. I always like the blurriness reduced a little bit for you to see what you're doing behind this. With these settings, you might want to draw something like this and place it under, so you see what you are designing. So right now, I just drew a circle right under the shape so I can see what I'm designing. I don't want the blurriness to be too much. You see. So I want it a lot. But yeah, this is perfect for me. I prefer it just like this. And for my opacity, I want it a little bit opaque. Yeah, I want it just like this. So this is what I did, and this is my perfect settings. And once I'm done, I can hit on the close button, and then I want to do something beautiful to this, and by adding stroke. And now I know most of you are used to adding solid stroke to your shape, and it's just going to give you something like this. But I wanted to have a glow effect to it. Like I want to have a glow effect to it. I want it to look just like glass. So how do I achieve that? Is by adding a gradient stroke instead of a solid stroke. And I come under my gradient on my stroke. I want to add something close to black. Yeah, something close to black, but it's not going to be black completely. So let me see what you're designing. I want it something like that. Yeah, you get something right in the middle. And right in this middle, I want to have something that is completely empty. So I want to turn my opacity for the middle to 0. You see that? That allows me to have a beautiful gradient of solid opacity solid. You see, so it's giving a glow on this side and a glow on this side without uh, you see. And another beautiful thing you need to consider when you're designing a Web3 product is imagery. Your imagery is very important. So I downloaded this image directly from FreePic, and you can at the same time just download it from FreePic. It's giving some kind of AI vibe, right? And that is exactly what I want to achieve. If you find anything disturbing with your image, you can as well just edit it on your Figma. When you hit on this shape button, you can just have you see this node, bring it down here, and there is always another node. You can bring it down here, and that allows you to just bring this in and clean this up completely. You can clean this mess up, and that's because I used AI to remove the background and it's not perfect. So right now I have a perfect shape, and I can bring this into only this side of my design. You see, we're having something beautiful already. And just like we did on the other side, when we designed a button, hold the two together and frame it. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So you already have a frame selection, and you can see how beautiful this is for you. You see how beautiful, even without your content, your design is already looking like amazing, amazing. So what else do we need to add? You're designing for Web3. So in this case, what was on my mind designing this was unlocking the future of digital banking. Yeah, and that's an amazing text. Imagine you're designing for a Web3 bank. I know most of the banks right now are Web2. Or let's say you want to design something like a bank using blockchain technology, just like a fintech, right? So that's the whole idea for this. And you can see how this was created. So I don't have to duplicate my screen. Let me just take this off just to show you how I created this, and you can see that already. And other thing I brought into this design to make it beautiful are some kind of 3D elements downloaded from FreePic. And then you can just have this on this, and you can send it to the back of your glassmorphism. You see, that's amazing. And then you can bring this maybe to this side, and if you have any other 3D thing you want to bring in, just bring it in and you're good to go. That's how this was created. And this another 3D shape right here, just for the sake of it. And that is how this are you following? If you're enjoying what I'm designing at the moment, can I see it in the comment section? Let me see your thumbs up. Let me see your encouragement. It's not that easy over here. All right, guys, stay with me. Don't forget to always check up your grid, making sure that your designs are on point. Your designs are following the right. You're right. So let me just hit on kill. Just want to make this bigger to get to this side. Of my. So you can at the same time just align to the left, and because I want this to be like this is the idea. Yeah, this is the idea. I want them to both be on the same level. So you can turn off your grid now, and then beautiful. But some things are still missing. You're still thinking, okay, so I use my primary button and the secondary button. because I want people to learn more about this product. So learn more becomes primary the primary thing, and watch video is secondary to me because I want you to read, not watch. And if for your own case, for the sake of UX, if watch video is what is important to you, so you just have to switch this around and make this your primary button, just like we have designed, and make this your secondary button. You understand that, right? And so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Um, because it's Web3, what else can we add to this to make it super beautiful? We need to look for something like a glow. How can we now add glow to this? So you can just draw a circle. Following the brand identity, don't forget that you're working with a color code. In your design, don't forget you're always working with a color code. And this is a color code right at the top here. I want to bring it in. And in this case, I want to add layer blur because I want it to be so blurry. I want to give it 200 layer blur, almost not seeing what you do. So bring it up. I want it to give a bit of pink. Yeah, I want it to give pinkish, pink purple vibe. And then this layer blur, I want it to run diagonally. So I'm going to just make it diagonal and make it look like, don't forget what I talked about the other time. As a designer, your thinking process, your design thinking needs to surpass you just designing. You're not just designing like, this is bringing everything you have learned about life into your design, and this is a ray of light even in your design. Ray of light in design. Yeah, you need to learn all of these things. It's very important for you. For you to be an exceptional designer, you need to be able to bring um, your life experience. It could be something you saw in a movie. It could be something you found in your church. It could be anything. Just bringing it to your design, and then you see that you're going to be bringing a lot of life. You can see this glow giving this design a beautiful feel. Beautiful feel. So what other thing can we add? So there's something that, let me just bring it out from this design, from what we have here. I took that from I believe I took that from Free Peak, I guess. Yeah, I think it's from Free Peak. I downloaded this from Free Peak, and I want to show you what this is. This is just a blockchain pattern, right? This is a blockchain pattern, and then you can bring the blockchain pattern. You can see. Can you see this? Amazing. So you can bring your blockchain pattern right inside of this. You can download any pattern you want, and for this, uh, this is what I have, and. In case you want to change the color, you can change the color right here. You can reduce the opacity to 50 and reduce the opacity to 50 here. And I think I'll keep both at white and then make them 50-50 and also white, complete white. I say because I want to give this side some kind of, I just want you to have a feeling of Web3. And then I'm going to bring this also to the top, and this time I want it to be reduced, and this time I want it to be another accent color, which is going to be green. It's going to be this color. Weird, right? Don't worry, it's going to be amazing in a minute. So let's bring this in. Let's send it to the back too. Let's send it to the back so it's not affecting anything. And then want to bring in our Web3 shape also into the background. Exactly. This is what we are talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Are you loving this? Yeah, I know I'm designing real good this night. I'm designing real good. What other thing do we need to put in this design? All right, designer, you can give me insight as we work on this design. If something pop in your mind, can we add this? Bring it in. I'm going to see if we can implement that in the design. Okay, moving forward, let's just bring this information that I thought about. Since we're designing a web page, I want to show how much market cap we have in the industry. I want to show how much market cap we have in the industry. You don't forget you're designing for a fintech web or a Web3. So your thought process is around So what will make people use this product? All right, let us have a simple metrics. A simple metrics. $200 million processed. Then we have 50 million plus global users. And then we have about 100 plus crypto adoption, meaning you have 100 plus. Uh, yeah, 100 plus. This is beautiful. Beautiful. And this is it. So let's go to the next screen. If you love this landing page already, let me see that I love this landing page. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel we are always here. I'm always here for you every Friday evening from 8 to 9. 8 to 9. Let's always come together to design together. It's always beautiful. This is an escape route for designers that have road blocking or creative blocking. You just come, let's design together and you find inspiration. I promise you, I'm always going to come with something amazing. All right, let's get into the next page. So in this next page, you're thinking, what should we do next? Sincerely, this design has no direction. There is no PRD for this. We are just designing, so just take it as it comes. So this other part is also going to be interesting, and I'm going to show you something real quick. So let's use our black again. We're designing the Web3. Don't forget that. And there is an image I downloaded. So when you're designing in Web3, don't forget something is in your mind designing, right? I think the opacity of this is high. Can we reduce it? Yes, we can. Let's give it 40. Yeah, I think that's fine. So when you're designing Web3, another thing you want to bring into your mind is your imagery needs to be on point. Like you cannot afford to use a blurry image in this kind of design. Blurry, or you just downloaded some kind of image on. No. You need to download, premium images or images with right resolutions, right? So I downloaded this amazing block 3. I say block 3, Web3, sorry. I downloaded this Web3 image on FreePic. Don't worry, I'm in love of FreePic, and don't worry, FreePic is going to sign me as the ambassador one day. FreePic, yeah, this, Web3, and I make sure that the image I downloaded has the same color theme with my design. Like, it's not like you're just going to go ahead and go download a red or a purple. No. Don't do that in your design. Make sure that your thinking is around similar color, right? So let's go into it. So we want to use this time to design something like blog, news and blog. And I'm using this image because it's giving some kind of web vibe, right? So you're thinking, oh, I love the way you designed this. Is also giving the same idea. I'm giving this a glow feel, right? So I feel like this. Don't forget what I said earlier. If I have designed something, you don't understand how I did it, or you want me to go through it again, just hit me in the comment section. Tell me, please, how did you design this? And I'm going to go through it again quickly. So what do we say? Let's go into it. This is going to be interesting. So what the word says, news and blog, and want to add another glassmorphism. And you can see we're just repeating the same elements over and over again. The same elements over and over again. And how is this created? You already know how I created this glassmorphism. You already know how I created this shape. So this is gonna be amazing for you. So you already know how this is created. I think I should just bring in everything in this place so I don't have to go over it again. Please don't forget to like and share, subscribe to this page. I need your subscription. It gives me motivation to continue doing this. Okay, I'm just gonna bring back my okay, in case you see what is happening right now, you see that my 3D element is not is not agreeing to enter into this space. So sometimes your design can really people want to show up, but it's a lie. All right, so let's get back to business. All right, so This can be placed anywhere, anyhow in your own design. Just feel free to use your 3D element any way you want to use it. And so for this particular one, I want to show you something. Yeah, I want to show you something with this. So let us increase this. I want to show you something. In case you're working with a shape, working with a shape can be funny. So in case you want to do something like this, so you have to hit your edit object. Right now what I need is I want this. So there are two ways to achieve something like okay, let me just go with this. Is I want it from here to go down and become a rectangle. Yeah, done. Done. Like done. The reason I had to do it like this is because if you try to bring this in and try to do anything with this shape, it's going to alter your edges. So see something, you see your edges are reducing, and if you drag it horizontally, you're going to get some kind of excessive truncation on your edges. I don't want that. I want to maintain consistency in my sharp cut. Yeah, so I have to hit on the edit button to achieve that, to maintain the same just to maintain the same effect, or the same you already understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so now okay, we're running out of time. Let me just quickly bring this in, or you already get how this is designed, so let me bring from my already made design for this session, so I don't have to waste your time. There is something sweet I want to show you, so don't rush out. Okay, so let's bring this back in. Are you enjoying this? Yeah, do you love this already? So good. So let's combine both. I want us to combine both. So now I don't need any of you guys again, because I want to teach, I want to show you something beautiful. So let's keep all of this away, completely away. We don't need you guys no more. So let's bring this down and insert our okay. All right. If this is too much. So to the finishing touch of this, guys, because we only have 1 hour, I will not be able to design more than these pages. We could go on and on designing testimonial, designing what people say about us and all of those other things, but right now let's just stick to this simple one. We have about 20 minutes to go. So I want to add something, and that thing is called glow. Right, so how is it created? I'm going to quickly show you that. So I want to create something like this and give it and this is going to be my on, and this is going to be my off. So let me just take away the opacity to 0, right? And then bringing it together, I want to add effect, layer, blur, and give it, let's say 80, 40, maybe 80 is fine, maybe 100 is fine. I think we should stay with 100. So with this 100, I want to pick the two together and create a component set. And I'm going to name this first one my on, and the other one is going to be my off. So I want to go into prototype, and prototype when anytime I over, no, that's wrong. Anytime I over from off, it should go to on while hovering, and I want it to dissolve slowly. I want it to dissolve slowly. 600. Let me do 800 this time. That's what I want for this. That's the interaction I want on this design. So I'm going to bring this. This is the parent. Let me call it the parent glow. And now I want to bring one of that out, and then I want to align them side by side. I want it to be the off, right? So I'll make it as much as possible. How should I even do this? Okay, should I make it go across? All right, I won't make it go across completely. All right, so let's frame this. Let's put this in a frame, and then I want to place it right in my design. Right in my design at the top of it. If you are not careful with this thing, if I'm not careful, not you, if I'm not careful with this thing I'm about to do, I might just ruin this design, but then it's not going to ruin. And but for the cards, I want to do it separately. I want to do the card separately, meaning for this card, I want to have a session. What's the height of the card? My card is 430 in height, so I want to have a frame of 430 in height without a color, and I want to bring this inside of it and switch it off. I want it to clip content exactly, so I can see what I'm doing. Let me switch it on. All right, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, maybe we should just increase using this. Let's just increase the size of it. Then I want to remove. So let's remove that, and then don't forget to set it on off. I want to off it. Don't worry, you're going to enjoy this in a moment. Right now, it's still going to look like magic. What am I trying to do? So I want to do the same for this. Okay, let me just stay on one. So I just need to show you what I am doing. So let me prototype this so you can see. I think with that, I'll be ready to take questions and be ready to move on. All right, I'm sure you'll have seen this on some kind of web before. As you move your mouse across, you see some kind of glow. This is how it is done. Don't mind, the reason this is looking creepy right now is because we need to set it to, let's set it to something real slow. Real slow. Or if it's slow, or if it's just is out at 800 or 1000. Let's see how that behave. Okay, I think I prefer this. Okay, next time, for the sake of, in case you want to do this, please make sure that your glow is bigger. It gives you a, right now you could see it's looking small, but try to make your glow bigger. And for the sake of this part, so this is what I'm talking about. You see right inside of your, the moment you move, you can see this. The moment you move, you can see this. The moment. Okay, let me give you this last tip, and then we'll move out of this place. Please drop if you have any question, if you want me to do something, don't forget to drop it. I want to, this whole card, I want to say that anytime you over, so allow me to take this out and take this also out, so you can see the interaction. In the world of Web3, you must be able to just be crazy in your design, right? Just completely think outside of the box. Completely think outside of the box. I want to, yeah, and this is what I want to achieve next. I want to achieve, all I'm trying to say is that for every time I want to make this a component set, and say that when the user over on this or mouse in, let me use mouse in this time, when your mouse enters into this card, I want it to smart animate and give me this view 800, and I want it to be gentle or slow. I want it to be gentle. That's what I want. And then come back, and when you mouse out, when your mouse leave, this has to be mouse leave. Let it carry the same parameters. And then let's bring that back, and let's increase this to 2 so you can see exactly. So I want to take this out completely and I want to bring one of these inside. That's another way you can achieve beautiful thing with this. So let's go back to our prototype and let's see what happens. Can you see what? You see your outline change to the moment you take that out, it go back to normal. When you come in, you can see that. When you go out, it go back to normal. And that's it. What if you want to add now a little bit of, let's give it 12 or 24. I know this is weird and I'm not sure. Can we reset this? Okay, let's take that back. Having a round corner. Don't worry. So sorry, guys. I can be a very funny designer. You know, I'm very weird sometimes. You see. Now we're using a round corner for the sake of people who just like the design to have a round edge, not a sharp edge like we have already. All right, I've come to the end of this class, of this session. Thank you for coming around to design with me. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you have not hit that subscribe button, do that right now. All right, let's have your question in the next 10 minutes. What do you think about the design? Do you like the idea? Have you gained something different? And then we didn't send this to the back. You meant to send our glow to the back. The glow should be at the back, not at the front. Here. So when you glow, it does not affect, it should not affect the image on your foreground. So people can only see the glow right on there. It should not affect the image on the foreground. Yeah, much more better. So we have come to the end of this design. Let me hear you guys. Let me see reactions in the comment section. Do you like the design? What do you think about it? Is there something you think we can change? Is there something you think can be better? All right, I'm waiting, guys. What do you think? And if you have questions, please drop it in the chat box. Share this with your friends that are designers. We can always come every Friday to just have this time together. All right, guys, I'm waiting, and we'll be ending this in a few minutes. Please share the file. I love the design. I want to recreate it. Okay, I will do that. I will probably just share the link in the description. And you can take a screen grab, because I don't want this to go off right now, but I will try my best to get the link across. And in case I'm unable to do that, please take a screen grab of these 2 pages. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be you're going to enjoy designing this. You see, I really love this. Another thing you might want to crack, possibly when you're working, is can you make this shape change perspective as you hover on it? I think GitHub has something like that, and its design is possible, very much possible. We could look into exploring that some other time, but right now we're done. I came late. Can we have access to the video? Yes, please. You can rewatch this video over and over again on this same channel. You can rewatch this video. It's going to be on this channel. Just go to live session and you can watch all the classes you've missed. In case you've missed the last 2 classes, after this class, you can at the same time just watch it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to invite your friends every Friday. Let us come together and design together. All right. In the absence of no other questions, we are done with today's class. And I'm signing out. Until we see again next Friday. Keep it simple. Bye, guys.